Yo. What's good, everybody? We're gonna get started pretty quick here. What's up, X20? What's up, Shards? What's up, TGM? Glad you guys are here. What's up, Pablo? So we're gonna get started pretty quick here. So game plan. Let me fix this camera angle a little bit if I can. All right. Game plan is we're gonna go through the Discord, all the loops that got submitted, and we'll do a vote. Basically, yes or no. Should we use that loop for the challenge or not? If the majority says yes, we will download it into a folder, and from there, if we get to the end and there's like too many loops in there, we'll cut some out from that point. But first, we'll just take a vote whether or not we want to have those loops in the challenge, and we'll go from there. I don't want to have too many loops, but yeah, we'll have it. We can have a decent amount. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead, close that. We'll Discord and we will get started. Who's fade away? Yeah, FL is the way. I started off on Ableton, absolutely hated it. Quit producing, and then years later I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get FL and try that out, and absolutely love it. So here we are. All right, so yeah, we'll go ahead. I'm just gonna put up a poll. I'm not even gonna, do I have to put a question, or we'll just say yes or no? All right, looks like I can just put a poll yes or no. So that's what it's going to be. If you think we should use the loop, click yes. If you don't think we should use the loop, click no. And we'll go from there. So first up, we got one from Will, aka Shards. So just vote yes or no if you want this in the loop pack. Keep in mind, we're only going to have, at most, probably 10 when it's all said and done. We can always cut some out later on. Looks like, let's see, we got 5 people. How many? Got 3 votes. Everyone put your vote in. We got 5, we got 4 votes. 50-50. All right. We'll end that there. We'll come back. Since that one's 50-50, we'll come back to that one later and decide if it can make the cut or not. Got this one next. Yeah, so get your votes in whether or not you want that one in there. It's looking like majority says yes, so we will download that one to the folder for now. May get cut later, but we will see. All right, next up, we got this one. also got to remember there's kind of a lag from what I'm seeing in real time, hearing in real time what you guys are doing. So if I'm going too fast on the poll, just let me know. Yeah, I used the base starter on that one. Yeah, my base starter. I like the loop. It's not my favorite loop I've ever done, but it's cool. Alright, 3 votes say, 4 votes say no. Alright, that one's not making the cut. Next up, we got a Rob49 loop. Get your votes in on this one. See, you go. Get your votes in. Try to rip through this as fast as we can. Alright, we got 3 votes saying yes. 4 votes saying yes, that will be a majority. So that one's going to the folder. Alright, next one. We got one from TGM. All right, get your votes in on that one. It's a pretty good loop. Good for some West Coast stuff. Looks like majority says yes, so we will download that one as well. All right, we got another one from TGM. Alright, so another West Coast style loop. Get your votes in. Play from the beginning again. Alright, looking like majority are liking this one too. So we will download that. We got another one from Tim here, piano loop. A little bit more mellow. Might be good to have some mellow loops in there, so we have a little bit of variety to work with. If you guys are just now getting in, we're basically voting whether or not we want these loops to be included as the options for next week's contest. All right, this one's looking about 50-50, so we'll pass this one up. Next up, we got another one from Tim. I like the guitar in this one. right, that one's looking like a yes. Download that. And we got another one from Tim. This one came in a little bit hot. Got on this 3 votes, 100% yes. All right, that one's getting downloaded. All right, we got another one from me. I don't know if anyone else here makes early 2K stuff, but alright, looks like that's a majority yes. Download that one. And then we got another one from Will. Cast your votes on this one. 2 votes. Need 2 more votes. Okay, majority says no. Skip that one. Yeah, that base is a little bit crazy on that one. All right, we got one from Pablo here. This looks nice. Probably don't even need a vote on this one. This one's going through, to be honest. To be honest with you, I'm gonna go ahead and just download that one. That one's hard. All right. I got 2 more from Will here. That's loud. It's got good, it's got some good elements, but I don't like that pluck it starts off with, and the one that has like all the static noise in it. I do like the leads in it though. That's looking like a no. Next one from Will. reminds me of the PlayStation home menu. Just that ambient noise in the background. Got 2 votes, 1 yes, 1 no. That ain't a lie. When all the best tutorials out there are in FL. So if you watch the tutorials in FL and you're actually using FL, it's a lot easier to follow along. All right, next up we got 2 from Wilfred. He emailed them to me, so I just uploaded them in here myself. But these are from Wilfred. These are some jazz samples. Yeah, the workflow in FL is just so much better. Play that again. No stems on this one. On either of these, because these are samples from something. One more time while you guys get your votes in. Definitely have to build something on top of this, I feel like. Alright, that one's looking like a no. Yeah, it is very short. This one's gonna be the same kind of deal. Yeah, you got no stems. You have to build something else for sure. You're gonna have to like make a second loop to use with it. So they're almost like accents you throw on there, in my opinion. All right, we got 3 people saying yes on. Oh, switch vote. It's cool. Yeah, we're gonna pass on that one for now. That one's really like, I don't know. You could definitely use that in a beat, but it's not. In my opinion, it's not really a loop that I would use. I'd have to make another loop, and then use that as like a part of the loop. All right, we got another one from Will here. That bass sound is just crapping all over the rest of the sample. Whatever that growling noise is, I would just cut that out. I like the idea. I like the idea of the sample, but that bass is just destroying it. All right, we got another one from Pablo here. I like that vocal. Looks like everyone says yes on that one. Download that. And then lastly, we have Detroit Loop from Tim. That one more time. What you talking about, Tim? Oh, did I skip? I skipped Sacred by Tim, didn't I? That's my bad. We'll go back and catch that one. All right, that one's looking like a yes. All right, we'll download that, and then, sorry, Tim, I didn't mean to skip this one. Oh, let's drag this one back. There we go. Tripping. It's been a long day. Been a long day of looking at computer screens. Eyes are fried. I feel like, Tim, did you make a beat with that one and send it in chamber stream? That may be where Pablo heard it. All right, that one's looking like 100% yes as well. All right, download that. All right, let's check out the folder. Desktop. Ah, crap. I forgot to change the download location. Where did they go? All right. Supposed to update that to the 10. All right, how many we got? We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What do you guys say? I think we're good with that. 11 loops to choose from. I think that's a fine amount. Yeah, man, software engineering, man, just looking at reading all day little lines of code. All right, so I think that's a good amount. I was gonna say around 10. We have 11, so I think that's good. We'll use that as the loop pack. I know Pablo, you had to compress yours. If you want to send me the like higher quality or like version with all the stems at the end, because I know there was one I had to cut some of my stems off as well. If you want to send that to me, just an email, then I can put the full version of the loop in there. And we'll get that in there. Yeah, we definitely, yeah, more options the better. I just don't want it to be an overload of options either, where it's like they don't even want to just deal with going through all the loops. But I think we got a good amount here, a good variety. How much storage do I have on my computer? My computer has, I believe, 1 terabyte of storage, and then I have an external SSD where I store all my sounds, all my beats and stuff. That's, I think, 2 terabyte SSD. And then I'm probably going to be getting another SSD just to store my contact libraries, because for some reason, when I put the contact libraries on this SSD, I think it's because the cord got a little bit jacked up. I just like lose the ability to use some of my contact libraries, and I have to re-download them again. It's a giant pain. Yeah, so that's what I'm working with storage-wise right now. And it's doing pretty good. Yeah, definitely get an external drive. It's worth the investment. All right, so to wrap up, we're gonna review some beats. Let's see, the first one to send in was Will. So, oh, I didn't think this through. Okay, this is gonna get, pull that folder back up real quick. These are gonna download to the same spot. Highlight them all. New folder. FNFO 10 pack. Alright, we'll download this. Alright, we got the Airstrike good. This is the corrected version of Airstrike. Did you send this? Was this in the chamber stream on Tuesday? I think I missed it. I missed a good chunk of Tuesday's stream because I was working. I had meetings. Yeah, we'll start here. Make sure I'm on song mode. Here we go. Yeah, I'd speed up that attack. I like the lead sound. You just gotta adjust some of those parameters on that. And I think that's from one of the loops you sent in as well, I believe. And one of those instruments that you're using for the chords is just like got a lot of static noise in it. I would cut that out somehow. I don't know if it's part of the sound or if you used a like you put RC20 on it or something and added that static effect, but whatever's making all that static, I would take that out. And then the bass needs some adjustment as well. I didn't hear what it sounded like before, so maybe the other guys that heard it in the stream can let them know if it's moving in the right direction or not. But that'd be my suggestions. So yeah, go with Pablo said. Yeah, if it's part of the sound, just pick a different sound. I would never pick a sound that has that much static, personally. Even if you're making a retro thing where you wanted a little bit of static, I think that's just too much. So that'd be my suggestion there. All right, see, next up we got Pablo the One. We got two from Pablo, so we'll do one right now, and then we'll come back to the other one at the end. We don't have that many. Pretty much you guys that are here are the ones that submitted, so you guys are going to get your stuff played. All right, All the Difference from Pablo the One.
Pablo the One.
Was this inspired by Crazy Train at all? It's obviously not like the exact notes, but it reminds me of the intro to Crazy Train. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, yeah, it's not like right on point with Crazy Train. It's mostly just these bass notes that da 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 I. That's what I'm hearing. It's just really that little part right there, these bass notes. And then that like vocal sound and just like a little bit makes me think about it. Um, yeah, that's cool though. Um, the only thing I would change probably would be this 808. I don't know if it's maybe getting pushed a little too far, or I just may not like the tone of that particular 808. It's not bad. That would just be the one thing that I would maybe look at changing. I really like the beat though. It's cool. I didn't know where it was gonna go on the intro. If it's gonna turn into like a hard rock beat, or if it's gonna go EDM or hip hop. So that was dope. Yeah, X20 likes the 808, so that's also personal preference of what you think. The sub bass that came in after the 808 I really liked. That was probably my favorite bass sound in the whole thing. All right, we got hard beat, hard bet. Didn't waste any time getting into this one. What genre is this? Alright. So I got like an experimental mix going on. Yeah, that was cool. Never heard anything like that before. So I feel like X20, whenever he sends something in, it's always something like I've never heard anything like it before. So that's really a really good it's a really good thing. So no one else is making beats like this. Um the only like constructive criticism I would have is like somewhere in this main section. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Right here. You have these like 808 slides that are going on, and I would like those to be louder because like it's a really cool slide, and I feel like it's just kind of buried and hiding in there. I would bring that out a little bit more. But yeah, super creative, like Pablo said. And yeah, I like that. That's just a small mix thing. The bass and the rest of it was like really loud, but those slides that were right there in that section, um, they could come up a little bit louder to be on the same level. All right, next up we got something from Tim. hear this one. His country trap beats go hard. I think there's so much separation in the melody and the 808s that just makes the 808 feel like it's just hitting super hard. Yeah, it mixes super clean on that. Don't have a whole lot to critique on this. The only thing is maybe in this transition. I'm gonna listen to it one more time. I feel like that scratch came in at a little bit of a weird time. And even that cut right there. It's a very harsh transition. So things you can do to fix that is add a transition noise there. I have one that I use in like every beat. Let's see if I can get it. It's gonna pull up. Oh no, where is it? Is it tripping? My SSD connected. No, I guess I'm not gonna be able to show you it, but there's a transition I use quite a bit. If you just put a transition effect right there that kind of has a drop off, it'll bring that in a lot smoother. Yeah, and then there the scratches, I feel like they maybe came in a little bit too early. And then I think you should also be chopping up your violin sample there. So like the violin's just playing through normal while you have the scratch going on. I think it'd be cool if it like chopped with the scratching. It's not a real easy thing to do, but just those little changes right there will make that section a lot better, in my opinion. Play the scratches one more time. All right, bet. We'll play the whole transition one more time. see what Pablo the One says. His mental metronome agrees with my ear. It seemed like it was a little bit too early for me. I do like right on the third beat. Yeah. So maybe it's fine. Maybe I just expected it to go a little bit longer and to cut more at like halfway through the fourth beat or something like that. Um, but yeah, I would chop up the violin sample there as well. But that the scratch does make a really good transition back into the full beat. So nicely done there. All right, let's see if we got anything else. We got another. Okay, that's from Pablo's loops. All right, looks like we got one more beat from Pablo, and then we will wrap it up. Unless someone else wants to send something else in the meantime, we'll listen to this one and then see where we are at.
Pablo the One.
Pablo's got the transitions. All right, that's probably one. Careful. Yeah, that's another one that so you added some distortion on top of Fleet for that one. I think it fits this beat style. I'm not familiar with this style, so I don't really know how to critique it too well. Um I don't know if that is that like considered like a rage beat. Um I don't know. I'm not familiar with that style of beat. Sounds cool though. Um the drums are definitely hitting. Um yeah. So I think for what you're going for, I think you nailed it. I don't really have any critiques for that one. Sounds like yeah, your own style. So yeah, you and X20 should do a collab beat. Come up with something crazy. That kind of fit his vibe, I feel like. All right. Well, that looks like all the beats that got sent in today. So we're gonna wrap it up. Um, I'll put those loops into the loop pack. And I will get that uploaded. I'll probably upload them to the Thumpin' Beats website like we did with the last time we had the loop pack challenge, and that'll be up there for download. But you guys also know, well, you may not remember all of them, but you pretty well know which ones are in the contest. So if you want to just download them straight out of Discord, that's fine as well. But I'll ping everyone in Discord when that's up on the shop for you guys to download. It'll be free. Yeah, we'll be live next week battling it out. I think I'm gonna allow everyone to do 2 beats. If you want to do 2 beats, you can do so. Rules are though, you have to use a different producer's loop for both beats. And I think, I don't know, maybe we can do a vote on this. I think we should make it where you have to use someone else's loop besides your own. Just for fairness sake, because you could have made your loop, made a beat on it already, been working on it for weeks or months, whatever. So I think that's the right way to do it, but I'll get your guys' feedback anyway. Yeah. So Pablo, I know you would have went crazy with your loops and made something absolutely insane, but I think we got to do a little bit of a challenge and force you to use someone else's loops. So if you want to do 2, you can use one of my loops and one of Tim's loops. Tim can use one of Pablo's and one of mine. X20 didn't send any loops, so you can pick whoever's loops you want. What up, Bick? We're wrapping up. But if you want a beat reviewed, go ahead and send it in real quick and we'll play it. Yeah, we're about to wrap up. We decided on the loops. I'm gonna be uploading them to the Thumpin' Beats website. It'll be the Thumpin' Beats Kit Volume 2, whatever it's called. The first one be Volume 2 of that, and it'll be up there for download. And you can submit up to 2 beats. You just have to use a different producer's loop for 2 beats. And there's 3. I think it's just me, Pablo, and Tim that are in the loop pack. But you'll have a good amount of options. There's 11 different loops in there, different styles, so you should be able to find something. You're definitely not required to do 2 beats, but you're welcome to double your chances of winning. For episode 9, no, I have not made the blog post yet. I'm going to. I will probably work on that tonight. So yeah, if you want to plug yourself again, go ahead and send me just send me something on Instagram, whatever you want me to put in there. I'm not gonna do artist spotlight articles like for every time a person wins again, because that would be kind of weird if I'm doing an article about the same person over and over again, because you guys keep winning. But I'll do a recap where I talk about what happened, and we can still have a section that plugs your stuff. So just send me whatever you want in there. Tim, same thing for you. If you want to plug your Instagram or your SoundCloud or whatever it is, send that to me and I'll have it linked in the article. Yeah, it gets super repetitive. Hopefully one day this grows and we have a whole bunch of people and we got new winners all the time. But right now, even though we have people coming and going into the competition, we still have the same heavy hitters winning like week after week. It's like Pablo versus Tim every week or every other week. And occasionally we get someone else in there. So we'll see. Also, if anyone has any ideas for the contest after episode 10 next week, that's going to be the end of season 1. And we'll start season 2, and I want to introduce some new things in there. I have some ideas. I might share them in the community, or I might just run with them and roll them out as we go. But want to keep the show growing and evolving in different ways. And I think one of the ways we got to do that is, Wilfred with Glory. Glory Days has not showed up to a single Friday Night Funk Off, but has won 3 times now because Wilfred submits for him. He's got mad talent. Hopefully he'll make it to a show one time. But yeah, X20, are you in the Discord? If not, let me get you the link to the Discord. Invite the server. Link. Paste that in the chat. Yeah, Glory is mad talented. It's a tough contest to beat him every time he's there. Tiki Low was winning or in the finals every week too, but he slowed down for whatever reason. But he is going to be back next week, I believe. He told me he's got a song that he made on a beat he got from me actually for winning, either like week 1 or 2. So hopefully we'll see Tiki Low again next week. Hopefully we'll see Glory Days, DJ True, all the usuals. We'll have that. Then hopefully we get some new producers in here with this challenge as well. So again, guys, any producer, any artist you know, invite them to the Discord server. Tell them about the show. Tell them to hit me up if they want more information, stuff like that. I'll take any help I can get on growing this thing. I'm spreading myself super thin, trying to get people in here, advertise the show while also being able to make my beats, make loops and kits and stuff to give you guys. So any help that I can get on that front of getting people in here would be super helpful. Because yeah, at the end of the day, I still got to make time to do my stuff because I don't get anything out of this other than the enjoyment of doing it. So any help you guys can do on that end would be fantastic. I appreciate all you guys for showing up, and I will catch you guys later. Yeah, so be on the lookout. Loop kit will be up soon, and I will also be working on the article, Pablo, and getting that on the website as well. I want to keep up with that better than I have. Just the last couple weeks been crazy. So, all right, peace, guys. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for showing up and voting, and I'll see you guys next week.